My name is Jeremy. I'm a fifth-year co-op student in the Chemical Engineering Computer Process Control program at the University of Alberta. My interest in chemical engineering, I discovered it a lot earlier than my first year of university. I discovered it in ninth grade when I visited a wastewater treatment plant in Calgary. So for me, my perception of what chemical engineering was a lot more accurate than what I think a lot of first years have. Just speaking from my knowledge and talking to friends, I know a lot of perceptions in first year are that chemical engineering is a lot to do with oil and gas, or that it may involve a lot of chemistry, when this isn't really the case. Really, in my opinion, I think chemical engineering is a bit of a misnomer. I think it should be more closely described as process engineering, which is engineering engineering that has to do with taking raw products and producing something more valuable to sell them. So it's all about the process from raw stuff to finished good. The co-op program at U of A has afforded me a lot of opportunities in terms of work experience. So immediately after the fall semester of my second year, I began my first co-op job, which was an 8-month co-op term. I got to work at Cargill's canola crushing and extraction facility in Camrose, one of their newest flagship facilities. And that was a really interesting job. I got to do a lot of production management, which I'd never seen before. I'd never really worked in a plant environment. And I also got to do a lot of process engineering as well. So I got to work alongside a lot of the process engineers at the facility with the work that they got to do. My second co-op term after Cargill was actually at PepsiCo. The work term was leadership focused, giving me responsibilities over the preventive maintenance, scheduling, and auditing. I also got to participate in a lot of the corrective maintenance work procedures like breakdown analyses and root cause analyses, which are very common in the industry. My final work term was at EPCOR in Edmonton. So I worked at the EPCOR Gold Bar wastewater treatment plant. Again, I took on a maintenance and reliability role, but this was more focused on maintenance projects than actual maintenance scheduling. So in this role, I focused more on creating the actual maintenance procedures instead of just scheduling them. I got the opportunity to create 3 procedures for 3 of the new packed bed dry air scrubbers that the facility had installed on part of their process. I also got the opportunity to assist process control engineers at the plant with a process control optimization problem, and I ended up writing my final work term technical report on that work. My favorite thing about the ChemE department at U of A has definitely been getting to know the professors. Professors teach really well in this department, and they do in my opinion, I think they take an active interest in their student success. So what you'll see is a lot of professors getting to know their students' names, making an effort to get to know their students, and you'll even see some professors coming out to support their students at student events, which is really great. From my co-op work experiences, I've gotten the chance to work in 3 different industries already. So that would be the food industry, the agricultural industry, as well as the utilities industry. So I'd be willing to work in any of those 3. It just depends on what job I end up getting. But I've also got interest in working in the oil and gas industry, specifically in a fly-in, fly-out job if one's available. I think that it's a really popular or common opportunity for young engineers, and I think it's one I'd want to take on. There are tons of opportunities for students to join different student clubs in engineering at U of A. To name a few, there's Engineers Without Borders, EcoCar, Formula SAE. Personally, I took an interest in student governance, and I've been part of the Chemical Engineering Club. I began in my second year when I took on a volunteer role as an assistant VP for the academic portfolio. I've now been the president for 2 years. One thing that I think is really cool about U of A's chemical engineering program is the CPC program that they offer. CPC stands for Computer Process Control, and it's a special curriculum of courses that students can elect to go into. I think it's very niche and it's very interesting, and we don't see a lot of students in it right now. So being a CPC student myself, I think it's a very good program, and I think more students should consider it when they choose their programs in the first year.